Video? No. Ugly mask video? Probably. Alright. G'day, hello, people from the universe. Apparently there's trillion galaxies in it, just our universe. And it just looks like a big sneeze. Alright, so this is about gold mining mostly, but not necessarily. So I discovered that I have a metal detector that's able to do good depth, but it says everything's at depth and never really tells you what's really in front of you. That's pretty cheeky. I've got a simple metal detector. It never lies, but it mostly just doesn't ever egg out, never finds gold. It's mostly designed for people to go out there and dig up all the trash, okay? There's this guy named Chris Ralph. Boy, does he yammer on, but he's got a lot of good information. It just takes a while to hear it. And I seem to be repeating what I hear. Excuse me. Okay, so I discovered that I live on $65 a week. And I haven't bothered to sell anything because I don't really see things as sellable. Though they probably are, then I would have to come up with post money. Well, $65 a week's not enough to live on for shit. I mean, like, I buy a $5 milk powder, a $2 pork mince, got to make it into meatballs. Maybe I've got a cat that comes here. It eats these $3 to $4 biscuits, and they're usually $7. In the countdown shopping where you can order it, still got to pay $15 per order, and that's a bit much when you only got $60 something. So where did the rest of the money go? Well, working income in New Zealand, they only pay you enough for your rent, which the rent is 200 and something, quite high, nearly 300. It will go up when inflation goes up, but there's all these viruses now that supposedly exist somewhere in the world, and there was a case or some cases in Auckland, New Zealand, but not really.
All of them have their
And my video on Xbox
disadvantages.
is playing.
And we're going to talk about.
Right, so what I want to talk about is not to let that run. What I want to talk about is what metal detector should I get if I've got problems with just one. See, I had one given to me. I paid for a while, a couple of months or whatever, not very much, $20 a week or something. And then it ended up at my sister's house. Then it was hidden, and my family want to keep that because they could look for gold. Fair enough, but that gold detector can actually, in effect, find big ones. So I've had trouble learning this one with a pinpointer, and so I've been collecting metal gold, but there's none. Can't really get it anywhere. And so there's this detector that makes the woo kind of sound. It's the only way to describe it, really. And it costs $67 per week, up a fortnight. So if I threw away all my money and became a vegetarian for a week, it's like feeling you feel like you're gonna die if you do it. You feel like, because I've had meat all my life. The other time I only had enough money for nearly nothing meat at all. I get like 2 things of meat a week out of $65. I've got to get things, like toilet paper and maybe a deodorant or dishwashing liquid, washing powder, laundry powder. So it's impossible to live in Wellington, in New Zealand, because on the benefit, even if you're on sickness, they won't give you no extra sickness money, maybe $20. I told them that I pay for $20 a month on prepay internet I prepay cell phones or something to search for jobs. But the truth is, it's $20 a week, and they're not willing to pay that. They're not willing to pay for me to search for a job, but they'll pay me 1/10 of that. So I had a cleaner job. I hate it. The money might have seemed good, but eventually the money seems to sneak off somewhere. I went and got me a loan. That ruined everything. Every now and then $35 comes out. I'm going to be broke. I'm an honest guy, but it's hard to survive. Prices are going down a little. And saying that, the minute that they advertised that it was down, I've got a paper that an obsessive lady, lovely lady, goes and gets a paper for me. I see all the prices, so I go to look at the prices, and I think, wow, that's cool. This thing's $2 and $3. But when I get to the shop, it's $4. I'm like, well, they're lying bastards just like that. Straight away, they've changed the prices. So, yeah, they do. Apparently, it only lasts until the Sunday before I go there, and then it goes up a bit more. So everything's gone up about $1. Every week, everything goes up $1. And they try to fake that it's gone down, but they're still bunging up another $1. Having a pet is difficult. My cat, I don't know what it's got stuck on its butt. Someone stuck heaps of curative stuff on his butt. It kind of shields his wounds from other creatures doing something. Somebody rubbed some wax gel or something in him. So about the metal detectors, there's a metal detector that is $67, but I can't seem to get my tablet to show it. My tablets play up. They were sold for $20. The camera doesn't work. Got to plug in a camera if you want the camera to work. It can work with Bluetooth. So I pay for data because I don't have a job. I pay for data, and it's $20 a week for unlimited. But then you only get 5 days of it, and then on the 6th day they slow you down, and on the 7th day it's just about stopping. Then you got to pay for it at that evening when you get paid. If you don't, you can't get far. Alright, so there's my tablet. Look, they put gold underneath it, but it's not pure gold, it's plated gold. So after going shopping at New World, which we're not really supposed to speak of advertised places, but it's just another place to shop at New World, managed to buy me a couple of packets of some kind of Eclipse chewy mints. I thought they were chewing gums, but they're gone. Got a real sore jaw from chewing them all up. And for $3, get a lovely Kit Kat. So I'll scoff that down. I might get free eggs, free vegetables from the food bank. Not too bad actually. Keep my fridge up a bit in temperature and coolness, so that it will keep those vegetables lasting longer. If they do go off, because our food banks are mostly off, or going off, or overripe, and the bread is a day old, but that's okay because you can freeze it. It'll last longer. I tend to feed the birds because I love birds. I love how happy they are. I want them to be happy. If you see the birds and they're just running around being shifty, they're just struggling to survive. But if you make them happy, they'll teach happiness to their other babies. Keeping the world happy is a good thing. So I found out that 5,000 kilohertz is the frequency of gold. But in saying that, I downloaded on my apps a frequency listener, and I turned up the earphones and tried to see if they were reaching 5,000 kilohertz in frequency. What I got was 5,000 hertz, and when it finds gold, it's only a beep. It's a teeny tiny beep. So if you find the beep, the second you find where it is, get that beep to beep, and then push and hold the pinpointing button, and move it away, and then move it towards where you know the beep's going, woo, and that's where it is. But so cunning, man, it only beeps like beep. You go by it freaking hundreds of times, but unless you get that one beep, you got to catch that one beep right on time. Hold it on that pinpointy button so it never gets away, and you know exactly where it is. Square up where it is. Draw a big cross or a big square, and that till you squared it down to the zone, and then you can pinpoint it any other time the closer you get to it. Yeah, so I found out that my flat is full of targets because it's nailed. So all these targets, they sound like gold, but they're not. They're iron. And I know the particular sound. It's the middle frequency. It's never the low one. It's never the high one. The highest one is silver or aluminium. But the medium one, that's the ticket. I gave my sister one metal detector, and it's digital. But only if you get a 50, that's it. That's the number. But I've told her, well, a huge nugget is 80, and the awesomest nugget is 90, and 100 is definitely silver or aluminium. So she's kept up that knowledge, what I've said. She remembered everything I said. And now in her own time, she can search any place without anyone seeing, you know. Take it with her, go on an adventure, wait for a storm, and after a storm, all the gold washes onto the shore. Get down here early, 5 o'clock straight after the storm, and go detecting. And try not to get beaten up by the locals. I know a place that's got gold. They dig little bucket loads out, and they refine it down to a little wee pip, and then they put that aside, and they do it again. They wait till the weather's right, when people think you're burning the house's fire in a boat shed. Really what they're doing is they're cooking down the gold till they get a picker, and they just keep doing that through all the winter, piling up pickers. Then they make a bar out of it. Because it's only 2%. You've literally got to melt a whole ton of dirt just to get a teeny picker. And you have to get 50 of those just to make a bar. 50 tons is way too much. So they haven't really done much. I've seen that they've only taken 6 scoops and made 6 pickers in the last 7 years. So yeah, people aren't digging it all out, and it goes for miles, you know. Alright then, that's my video.